Hi,
Hey JJ, how's it going?
going great. How are you doing?
Pretty good. What's up, Ron? I was just thinking about you.
Uh, I was just saying to Ron while I was waiting for you to get here about that night that your van got sideswiped when you were here in
Oh my
York.
God.
Oh,
Hey, Collie. It could have been so much worse though. I went and got just like a paint pen, and that did the job. A lot of it rubbed out too.
that's good. That's good. Why don't you start us off by telling us who you are, where you are, and what you do?
My name's Ali Awan. I'm a songwriter, musician, just outside of Philly in Abington. It's a little burb. I'm at my dad's house, hunkered down, and just write and play music.
And you get to be outside today. I'm so glad. What a nice day.
Yeah, my dad's backyard's pretty nice, so not huge, but there's a little fire pit, so I'm kicking it out here.
Good deal. Good deal. Tell me how you've been passing the time while we're all stuck in the house.
Demoing a lot. Um, Trying to stay up to date, but not like watching the news too much because it kind of gets me down, freaks me out a little bit. But painting a lot, um, working on random projects around the house, cleaning a lot.
Yeah. Tell me about the painting. I didn't know that you were also a visual artist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. It's just a hobby, but I usually use acrylic paint on canvases. But I just ran out of canvases, so I've been painting on wood recently. I just painted a piece of particle board and just colored in the blocks because it kind of looked like a crystally.
Fantastic. Glad that you have that outlet as well. Um,
Yeah, it helps me think.
and the demos, are they new songs that you've written since all this has happened?
A lot of them are started getting worked on before quarantine. I try not to be like too topical or like on the nose about it, but yeah, a lot of them are new. Most of them are new. I'll probably I don't know about some friends were saying it's weird to like release stuff now, but I think I'm just gonna put it on like Bandcamp and stuff like that so people can come along and find it on their own time.
Very cool. Very cool. I look forward to hearing it. Um, and are you finding, I mean, if you're writing some new stuff, you're not necessarily feeling like put out by what's going on right now. You're still able to be creative. How has it affected your creative process, I guess?
Uh, I'm I'm a pretty introverted creative, so the aspect of like being alone at home doesn't change much about it. But it's more so like once you get a thing done and it's ready to in your in whoever made its eyes to like be put out, it's more so like waiting for the right time or how to promote it without downplaying the serious things that are going on, and like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it'll make me feel like I'm being self-centered or you know with everything else going on and the more important things. But so it's more so just started to train me to like find a balance of that.
I think that's good. As a consumer of music, I will tell you that's what's getting me through this. So don't feel too bad about promoting yourself because, that's how we find out what you're doing. And I, for one, would really like to hear it. Um, have you gotten to listen to much music of other people's music at all? Do you listen while you paint, anything like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I'm doing visual art, I usually put on like a movie in the background. But lately, I've just been listening to a lot of what friends have been working on. We'll like send demos back and forth and give each other notes and stuff like that. So a lot of friends work like Ryan Terry from Brooklyn, he's a fantastic musician, been putting out new music, and American Trappist from Philly, and listening to a lot of friends' music.
Good, good. Do you do? You said you do movies. Do you like to put a new one on that you haven't seen, or do you find yourself returning to old favorites?
Um, I'll return to old favorites a lot, but sometimes new movies. Mostly old favorites though. They kind of take me back to a place.
Are there any, not to put you on the spot, any in particular that you've watched recently that come to mind?
Um, I went on a nostalgia trip and watched The Sandlot again, so that was fun. But other than that, I was watching that new Netflix show that's like pretty psychedelic, Midnight Gospel, and that's like a good show to watch, especially if you're painting or doing something visual, because there's a lot of really good animation and weird colors and stuff like that.
Excellent. Um, what would you be doing right now, whatever weekend we are, second weekend, I think, of May, who knows? If this weren't going on, what would you have been doing otherwise?
Uh, Probably having a rehearsal at the band house and being outside with friends, probably swimming in a creek somewhere.
Yeah. Although we did in Pennsylvania yesterday, got a little bit of snow. I'm so confused about the weather right now.
I know that was weird. I had
Yeah,
to pull
it
out
was
the
like,
jackets again.
yeah, it went from being, I don't know, 70 degrees or something to a couple days of wind and snow flurries. So bizarre. I mean, why not at this point? Got a
Yeah, I'm
plague,
like
we've
not
got the murder
surprised.
hornets.
I'm not
Right.
surprised by anything these days.
Tell me, when things start to, I mean, I know we're not just gonna like have a moment where it all goes back to normal, but when it starts transitioning back to what we knew as normal before, what are you most excited to do? What are you missing the most?
I mean, not to sound cliche, I'm missing playing live the most. Um, Playing live is it. It's like what everyone that creates and records music and plays music it trains their whole life to do. But missing that the most, really. Um, so that's going to be tough for everybody to have to figure out again. But what else are we going to do?
Yeah. Did you have a lot of shows already planned that then started to get canceled, or were you not quite in that mode yet? How did
Yeah,
this kind of roll out for
we
you?
had a tour lined up before the quarantine happened, and we had to cancel that. And then there's a show booked in July that was on Penn's Landing, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. That July's close. We
Yeah.
rescheduled the tour kickoff show for August, so maybe that'll happen. But I mean, we just kind of got to be responsible about it and call the shots as it gets closer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We
there's a
re-
lot of shows lined up.
we rescheduled a cable house show that was supposed to happen April 1st. We rescheduled it for mid August, and another one we rescheduled for November. And I don't think the August one will end up happening. It was in a bigger venue than the one where we met. Um,
Hmm.
and even the November one, I'm just kind of waiting to follow the booking agent's lead. But I feel so bad for people that are having to reroute tours. Everybody involved, the musicians, the venues, the booking agents. It's just a really strange time, and it's difficult because we don't know when. There's no expiration date on it. We don't know yet when we're going to get to move forward. So I think
Yeah, and
that
I mean
uncertainty is what makes it difficult.
and when the people that are supposed to be responsible, you know, with the legality and how to actually officially do things are dropping the ball, it makes it even more confusing. But
Yeah, yeah. Um, all right. So to sort of wrap things up, can you tell me how people can find more about you, where to find your music, how to support you right now, and the things you care about the most?
yeah, I mean it's all on streaming services, Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that. Um, Listen to the music if you like it. Share it on social media. That's the biggest help for people, for musicians right now. There's a donation button on the Spotify thing, um, but I also don't like asking for money, you know. But just listen to the music on Spotify or iTunes or however you do, and if you dig it, share it, and keep an eye out for more. There'll be more coming soon. Just taking my time.
And you said some of those demos, we can keep an eye out for them on Bandcamp. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll probably put them out on Bandcamp and SoundCloud before they're like officially uploaded to all the streaming services and stuff because it usually takes a little bit longer.
Cool, cool. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to talk with me. I'm glad you got to do it from the backyard. You're the first person I talked to today that was outside, so that's good. I might try to get outside for a minute myself here in between. For anybody that's tuned in, I'm doing these on the hour every Sunday until we can leave the house again. Next one is at 3 p.m. with Libby Rose, who runs Wildwood Revival in Georgia. And then at 4 o'clock, I'll be talking to Jody DeMarco from 16 Jackies, which I'm super excited about. Again,
Yeah, Jody's great.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. And I hope I get to see you again playing and in person sooner than later.
For sure. I'll be doing some live streams and stuff like that too. So
Good. I'll keep an eye out for that. We're also on the Cable House Presents Facebook page, giving a live stream recommendation every day for people who have already played Cable House or are performer alumni. So we'll be happy to share that. I know you made a lot of friends in York when you were here.
yeah, it was a good time.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, JJ. Take care.
Bye-bye.